That was a sexy setup, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was sexy and you liked it. But anyways, guys, welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle match here. 5th generation, of course, as always. OU tier, for those of you who love it. I found myself in the Smoke Informers Battle Finder once again asking for a battle. NinetalesPrower was the one who decided to just accept my challenge, and we just had a blast here. He has a very annoying team, I gotta tell you. It's got Landorus in it. It's got Starmie, Latios, Politoed, Ferrothorn, and Lucario. A lot of annoying Pokemons on his team that I need to deal with right now. And basically we're going to start off the match with WiFi versus his Landorus. I know I have the type advantage. I mean, one single Ice Punch, even after that Intimidate, it would just one-hit KO that thing. And I know that he was about to make a switch into something else. I just did not expect Ferrothorn to appear just that fast. So I went for the Sword Dance. Unfortunately, I don't have Brick Break, so I cannot go for it. And even though if I did touch that Ferrothorn, his Iron Barb's ability would actually render my Focus Sash completely useless, because it would do damage, and I don't really want that to happen. Now I'm pretty sure he's about to go for the Gyro Ball, because those things never run. They never play without Gyro Ball. They always have Gyro Ball. So therefore I go into my Haki, which is the slowest, one of the slowest Pokemon on my team. So I'm pretty sure that he will be scared off, and he might just switch out back into his Landorus, and I just need to put something to sleep, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that opportunity to go for the Spore, and actually the Pokemon that ended up being asleep, or put asleep actually, is his Landorus Therian form. Now then I proceed to go for the Bullet Seed, of course, because I mean I just need to do damage on something on his team. I mean, if I went for the Mag Punch or Low Sweep, it just wouldn't do as much damage as Bullet Seed would probably do, because it can also hit 5 times, and I actually ended up hitting his Latios. So he's going to make a switch into his Lucario as I make a switch into my Luckiest, aka my Jirachi. I'm gonna go for the U-turn because, I mean, why not? At this point I really need to do as much damage as I possibly can against his team members, because he really has some massive powerhouses on his team, and Pokemons that are such a big threat to my team. So I'm going to predict the close combat. I'm gonna go out into my Jamega, which is 4-time resistant to that move, and he actually pulls a crit. And I mean, that was really lucky on his part, but it just does look very good for me now, because right now I do know that I have the opportunity to stay in, go for another Bug Buzz, and take down this Lucario. Maybe he thought it would be faster, or maybe he decided to just sacrifice his Lucario, but nonetheless I go for the Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz is also boosted by Tinted Lens ability and also Choice Specs item that my Jamega is actually holding. I do take him out in one shot, even though it's not super effective. You guys probably know how Tinted Lens works, so I don't really have to explain that. So in comes his Politoed and activates his Drizzle ability, and here is where hell actually starts. I do predict, in fact, a Surf, a Hydro Pump, or a Scald. That's why I go out into my Starmie. But he does predict that switch and pulls off a Hidden Power Electric, I believe. It could be Dark, could be a Grass, it could be a lot of things, but I'm definitely sure it's probably Electric. Because, I mean, that would just make more sense. I mean, if a Politoed has to face another Politoed, Hidden Power Electric would just be the way to go. I mean, Grass could work also, but I just believe it's Electric. So, however, I just really made up my mind to stay in with Starmie, go for the Thunderbolt, and see how much damage I can possibly do with this guy. I know that the next move that he's about to pull off is definitely going to take down my Starmie, but I really did sacrifice my Starmie there just for the fact that I really need to take this Politoed out of the way, because Politoed is such an amazing powerhouse when you give it the chance. I mean, that thing can pull some incredibly powerful Hydro Pumps, and I don't really want to face those Hydro Pumps all over the place. So I decided to just sacrifice Starmie, bring out Breloom, aka Haki, go for Bullet Seed, take him out. So right now he brings out his Starmie, which is fine by me. I know he's about to go for the Water type attack, and he goes for Scald, and I bring out my Tyranitar, which, if I'm looking at his team, the only thing that I'm actually seeing is Tyranitar getting raped from Lucario, getting raped from Ferrothorn, getting raped from Politoed, getting raped from Latios, getting raped from Starmie, getting raped from Landorus. So this thing is completely useless. So I basically sacrifice my Tyranitar against his team, or against his Starmie, so I can bring in safely my Weavile, and it's gone. So I pull a double switch, knowing that he would be scared of the Night Slash, and he might just go out into his Landorus once again, or maybe Ferrothorn, whatever it would be. I really need to get my trick on, and he goes out into his Landorus Therian form, which is fine by me, so because I'm actually going to go for the trick. I need to trick him my choice band. I was really hoping that one of his special attackers would be the one that will, receive that item. But unfortunately, a Pokemon that, it can be powerful at some point with choice band, and that's Ferrothorn with Gyro Ball or Power Whip. But it just, it doesn't matter. I just made him lock himself into something, and that's Spikes. So I went for the Ice Punch just as a last resort move. I really wanted to pull that freeze, dude. I was like, oh man, if I would get a freeze right now, that would be so awesome. And I can also discover just how much damage Ice Punch would do against this team, because it's neutral damage, because it's Steel / Grass. So it's super effective against Grass, and it neutralizes it because it's not super effective against Steel. So therefore, neutral damage against that thing. So he locks himself into Spikes. I have a free turn to switch out into Jamega, which will not take damage from the Spikes because it's a flying type. I'm gonna go for the Bug Buzz because that's possibly the most powerful move that I have on my team, and it can do damage to every single thing on his team, and it will do a lot of damage, definitely, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. He goes out into his Landorus, as you can see, and I do take his Landorus out after hitting him 2 times with the Bug Buzz. There is only 4 guys left on his team: Politoed, Ferrothorn, Latios, and Starmie. The 2 of them are very fast, and the 2 others are very sturdy, and they can deal some heavy damage as well. So in comes Latios, and I need to get the fuck out of there. I need to sacrifice something else on my team once again, because this guy is putting me in a corner continuously. I really need to sacrifice something in order to do damage to his team. So he's playing it very well. I'm liking his battle style, and he's giving me a real big challenge. I like this. So he's gonna go for the Surf, boosted by the Rain, of course, because of the Drizzle ability of his Politoed. It summoned the Rain, which is, it's really annoying. But my Direct is gonna go down as I bring out my Wi-Fi once again. I am definitely going to scare him out with Night Slash, and I know, once again guys, that Ferrothorn is the most likely possible, whatever you want to call it. It is just 100% sure that this guy was about to make that switch into his Ferrothorn, but I just wanted to freaking Ice Punch that Latios because it was pissing me off so much in this game. You wouldn't believe it, really. So he goes for the Gyro Ball, and I know something else has to die on my team. What else can I sacrifice that is less useful against this team? Well, I sacrifice Jamega because, really, Breloom is the guy that is going to take out this guy nonetheless. It doesn't matter what happens. My freaking Hockey is the guy that will kill at least 1 or 2 of his Pokemons in this game, actually. So Politoed is weak to him. Ferrothorn is weak to him. Starmie is definitely going to die if he decides to make a switch into him. So, however, I just went for the low sweep here just to take down this stupid Ferrothorn, and he is down to 3 Pokemons, and I am down to 2 Pokemons right now. And it really stinks right now because I'm in a very desperate situation. And I'm not down to 2 Pokemons, I'm down to 1 single Pokemon, and that's my Weavile. I know, I was so crossing my fingers, dude, at this point, and I was like, I need to kill this freaking Starmie with Night Slash. I was hoping for the crit and I did not get it, and you guys can pretty much call it right now because it's in the rain. His skull will definitely rape my ass, and it actually did. Weavile goes down. Such a shame. And I remember I said that Politoed was alive. Politoed was not alive, so he only had 2 Pokemons left, Latios and Starmie. At the end of the match, he told me that his Latios was Choice Scarf, so it didn't really matter. Had I just gotten that critical hit, it would just go down to 1-0. He would win anyways because his Latios was Scarfed, and he would outspeed me and just kill me off with the Surf. So anyways, it was a very good game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it very much, and I will definitely talk to you guys later. Take care and don't die, and like my videos because you guys are awesome.